Pain Pudders. We just had a 2-piece reaction, so this is gonna be a 2-piece recap. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, episode 7, Makoto, Truth, and episode 8, Major. First, let's get into episode 7. We meet Makoto, but real quick, talking about this title, why is it Makoto/Truth? Is it because her quirk allows for her to see if anyone is telling the truth as long as she's in contact with them? She tried it on Koichi, but unfortunately, it did not work because people keep calling him Crueler when he refers to himself as the Crawler. She asked him like, yo, are you the Crueler? He's like, no, I'm not. And it came through as he's telling the truth because he's not the Crueler, he's the Crawler. But going back to the beginning of the episode, we do meet Makoto, an upperclassman who approaches Koichi and says, hey, yo, I see you're having a little tough time with your studies. I'll help you if you help me. She helps him with his studies. We get a huge lore dump on the origins of Vigilantes, how Vigilantes, they arrived when quirks first appeared, and as time progressed, they became separated into heroes and villains. We get that whole lore dump. It was a lot. We got a lot of information in this episode that not only affects My Hero Academia Vigilante, but the My Hero Academia universe in totality, and I really like that, especially being someone who enjoys My Hero Academia. I like how the universe is just being filled with lore. So she helps Koichi with that, and now it's Koichi's turn to help her out. Keep in mind, Pop Step is looking at this little study session from shadow. She had to go hide and she feeling jealous, but hey, listen, let Koichi get something. Pop Step, you want to be afraid? You don't want to tell him your feelings? Don't hold him back. Let that boy rock. So Makoto, she wants to go out in the field and study the Vigilantes up close. They go and do a man on the street surveying what the people feel about our local Vigilantes, Pop Step, Knuckle Duster, and the Crawler. And this is funny as hell because people just think Knuckle Duster's scary. People think Koichi, the Crueler, is creepy, and people think Pop Step should just show more ass. This was a nice episode. I really enjoyed the vibes. I feel like I was more so looking for where are we going next with the plot. After last episode, seeing Stain, it kind of feels like the show is going about things different, just moving forward in a different way. It's not too linear. It's like do-do-do-do. But I feel like everything at the end of the day will align to make sense. And I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing Makoto more often. Now, going into episode 8 where we do see Makoto again and she plays a nice role, we meet Mr. Chris, aka Captain Celebrity, with the quirk of flight. He comes from America and he's in Japan because he's a naughty boy in America. He's pretty conceited. He has a team that cheers him on. He doesn't really care about villains. He just cares about the press and how he looks and women. And realistically, that's all this episode revolves around. It ain't too deep. We kind of learn about Captain Celebrity. We follow him around. This episode is pretty funny. There are moments where Koichi's trying to save the day, but he can't. Captain Celebrity just ends up saving the day and saving Koichi. And multiple times picking him up and just flying him around like he's his little pet. Yo, also I wanted to say, episode 7 had a fire quirk. This guy, he was a thief and his quirk was soccer. Mind blowing. Even the narrator's like, is that a quirk? Bro was just playing soccer, stealing. I really liked it. He kicked the ball at high speed at Koichi to hurt him. It was fire. I really enjoyed that villain. Just wanted to throw that out there. Back to episode 8, we do see Queen Bee because we do have a villain that took some trigger. He became a big ass dinosaur creature mountain thing until CC, Captain Celebrity, comes to save the day. CC tries to sweep Makoto off her feet, or what's the opposite of sweep off the feet? I wanted to do one of those things where I like make a little joke, like flies her into the sky, but I can't think of anything real quick, and I don't feel like going to ChatGPT. So yeah, he tries to flirt with Makoto. They go on a little date, low-key. He thinks it's a date. She thinks it's a business meeting because she's really just trying to get more in the fields. And he's trying to seduce her. And there's a robbery. But he's like, yo, let's focus on me and you, not that robbery. Until Makoto literally gets on the phone with his wife. She starts speaking English. Like, yo, listen, you're not in Japan to play around. You're in Japan to fix your image. Yo, I can't stop laughing. This episode was really funny. He just goes, flies, takes care of the day, brings Koichi back. Why does he even bring Koichi back? So he can look good or whatever the case is. And now it looks like he's reformed. CC, Captain Celebrity, has unlocked a new ability of the rebrand. So instead of being the ladies man, celebrity type guy, at the end of the episode, we see him at like a dojo. And it's just nuts. I enjoyed both of these episodes. They were comical. They felt good. I would like to get back on the main track. Like, yo, what's good with Queen Bee? What's happening? What's gonna happen next? Where are we with our search for the mastermind of Trigger? But I do enjoy these little pit stops on the way. And we're meeting new characters that we'll probably be seeing more and more of, like Makoto. Episode 7, I would throw in B tier. It was a cooler episode. Episode 8, I am gonna put in A tier for the fact that it was entertaining and it was really funny. Pain Putters, let me know what you thought about these 2 episodes. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Hit that like if you're here, hit that sub if you're new. I will see you guys next episode. Let's keep putting in pain.